Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is CNET, Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to discuss about problem-based learning. This problem-based learning is one of the classroom method of teaching. Today's society, we can make a notice that a lot of things are changing rapidly, such as technology, life system, life factors, socio-cultural factors, economic factors. Now it's a time that we need a revision in our education system. Problem-based learning is really useful in healthcare profession because here we need to train nurses, healthcare professional members to deal with the future problems. We need to make them more independent. We need to make them more smart and a quick decision maker so that tomorrow they will be a problem solver, not the recipient, one who just receive information. Now, the definition of problem solving, it's a learning process which works towards the understanding and resolution of a problem. Now here we need to understand the concept of problem based learning. Now this concept is first used by McMaster University, Canada. Dr. Howard Barrows is the first person who adapted this concept called a problem based learning. He developed this concept from adult learning pattern, adult based learning. Now, this is mainly useful in healthcare professions. Now, what are the important purpose, a goal of problem-based learning? It's very important to treat the health professionals for tomorrow's problem. Make them more independent, more skillful and more trained so that they are expert in their professional field. They can make a quick decisions. They are able to handle the future situations or any kind of crisis or any kind of critical situation of their life or professional period. Now, this also important so that they can improve their knowledge level. A retention of knowledge will be much better when they are involved in the problems. They are not just a seeker, one who is seeking the information. They are not just a recipient, one who just receiving the information and they'll forget. But they are the active member of group who are really working towards to solve the problems, to find the different alternative for their problems. Now, there are many members in a group. Now, what kind of behavior we can expect or what kind of attitude we can expect from the group members? There should be a self-motivation, self-learner, good understanding, coordination, help each other, active participation, active responding, asking any question, evaluation. See, such kind of behavior we expect from a group members. Now, when it is a group task, what are the problem we can face in problem-based learning? Definitely, there will be a conflict between human beings, understanding issues. When it is newly introduced, they are not able to adjust to that. People are not ready to take part. Some may be dominant in the group, only their ideas they will present. They don't give value for others. No mutual understanding, no respect and no one taking the responsibility. See, these all are the difficulties what we can notice in problem-based learning. Now next, the steps or process of problem-based learning. Now here mainly 5 steps, 5 stages what we can notice. Step 1 is Step 1 was problem. Step 2 is idea. Step 3 is knowledge. Step 4 is learning issues. Step 5 is evaluation. Now here, step 1, problem. Here individual is identifying with the problem. Once they identified, they move to the step 2 where they are analyzing the problem, where they are trying to gather more information and knowledge. They are using their, when they talk about the problem, some delusion, dilemmas, some different topics, ideas may come to their mind that are trying to sort out that. The next is knowledge, where the problem is presented, the learner acquiring much more information from that. He is the person who is improving his knowledge with the help of the problem what is presented. Learning issues. Now here each one is working individually, independently towards their task or the problem. At the end they are discussing each other, what is the result they got, what's the improvement, how good they are to solve the problem, to find the resolution. And finally acting out the evaluation, where they are trying to evaluate how they are expert, efficient to deal with the problem, how they can sort out, how they can gather their result, how they can achieve this group task with a lot of understanding and coordination, how they can perform. So these are the 5 steps of problem based learning. Now the role of a teacher in problem based learning, PBL. Now here teacher is really playing a crucial role. He is the one who facilitates the discussion. He will keep a good understanding, a relationship among the group members. He develop the group dynamics. He form the rules and regulation norms for the group. He mold the behavior and characteristic of a group members. He will not directly get involved in the program context, but he help the student or the learner to see the problem context. And he is not supposed to provide any materials immediately to the students. He will not provide any resource materials, equipment, so that they can adapt the immediate progress. He will provoke thinking in student. He will help to develop the critical thinking and analysis. Teacher help the students to resolve their own difficulties. He will guide them, he suggests them, he will maintain a good relationship. And one more thing is that teacher will be a good listener here. He is ready to listen to the problem of student and help them. Now next is a role of a student. Definitely all the students want to acquire some knowledge and they want to finish it fast, but there is no shortcut here. There is no ready-made material, a route map to do your task. But thing is that students need to be self-responsible, self-learning, take the responsibility of their acting, responsibility of their work what is assigned. They must be with sensible. They should work with all the sense organs so that they can think. All the domain should be active to take part. Develop the group relationship, good communication, good interpersonal relationship, and mutual understanding and trust. These all qualities must be developed by a student so that they can have a good problem based learning. Next, the advantages of problem based learning. Now definitely it helps the students to learn in a better way. It improves the critical thinking, analysis ability of an individual. It improves their knowledge level. It improves the thinking capacity of an individual. It helps the students to develop a qualities just like that, developing trust, mutual understanding, working with others, adjustment, collaboration, cooperation. See, such qualities because they are working in a group. Now this problem-based learning, it also helps the individual to learn certain life skills so that they are the problem solvers. They are able to think differently and solve the problems what they are facing in their professional life. They are able to balance their personal life problem also. See, these are all advantages we are getting only because of problem based learning. Now the disadvantages of problem based learning. See, at the beginning, student may not be so comfortable, teacher may not be so happy to deal with this problem based learning because all are got adjusted to this subject based learning. So, lack of interest, negligence, like there is no active participation, and people find it is too difficult. It is quite difficult to understand and get involved and apply this PBL in their daily day-to-day activities. They find it difficult. Also, there will be a lack of evaluation, no feedback, no response from the students. So these all are the disadvantages. Now it is time consuming. You need to construct that programs. That will be quite difficult, expensive. Sometimes you may not find all the materials. So that will be a deficiency for the students. They are not able to enhance their knowledge. So these all are the problem disadvantages what we can see in PBL. So I would like to summarize. We learned about problem based learning. It is nothing but that individual is working towards the problem to understand and to find the resolution for the problems. The steps of problem based learning is problem, idea, knowledge, learning issue, evaluation, or course of action. Then you can write about approaches what we can use in problem based learning, group behavior, like there should be a self responsible, self active, active participation, active responding, asking question. You can write about advantages, disadvantages, role of a nurse, role of a student and role of a tutor or teacher. So this is all about PBL. I hope you understood. Please keep watching. I'll see you in the next class with a new concept. Thank you all.